The well beneath the school. When Allison took the substitute teaching job at Ridgewood Middle School, she thought it was just a way to fill the gap for the fall semester. The old brick building, surrounded by towering oaks and shaded by overgrown vines, seemed ordinary at first, just another school in a quiet town. But beneath the polished floors of the gym lay a secret that the school had buried long ago, a secret that whispered from the depths with voices only the lost could hear. Allison had always prided herself on her curiosity and sharp mind, traits that had served her well in her years of substitute teaching. She preferred science and history classes, but this semester, she was assigned to coach the basketball team and cover physical education during the regular coach's leave. The gym was old and smelled faintly of varnished wood and dust, with flickering fluorescent lights that hummed overhead. The students were polite but distant, as if carrying some unspoken burden. One evening, after a long day, Allison stayed behind to prepare lesson plans. The gym was empty and silent except for the creaks and groans of the old building settling into night. As she paced across the floor, her shoe caught on a metal ring embedded in the wooden planks near the corner of the court. Curious, she tugged at the ring, and to her surprise, a section of the floorboard lifted, revealing a narrow, circular stairway descending into darkness beneath the gym. Her heartbeat quickened. The school had never mentioned a basement or any tunnels. With only the dim beam of her phone flashlight, Allison carefully climbed down the creaky, spiraling stairs. The air was damp and cold, the scent of earth and mold thick in her lungs. At the bottom, she found herself in a small stone chamber, ancient, rough-hewn walls closing in around her, no larger than a closet. In the center was a deep well, its mouth covered with an iron grate, rusty but still sturdy. Beyond the grate, the water below shimmered black and unfathomable. Allison's light caught the surface, and for a moment, she thought she saw ripples moving against an unseen breeze. Then she heard it, a faint, unintelligible whisper, like voices breathed through water. She knelt at the edge, her fingers brushing the grate. The whispers grew louder, distinct syllables forming words that sent a chill racing down her spine. Names, faint, breathy names, wafted from the depths. Emily, Jacob, Sarah, Michael, names she recognized from the school's missing persons board, which had hung in the entranceway ever since the first disappearances years ago. 4 names, all students who had vanished without a trace in the past decade. The realization struck her like a thunderclap. The well held those lost children in some twisted, unheard-of abyss beneath her feet. She wanted to scream, to run, but fear pinned her to the spot. More names followed, whispered with agonized urgency, a litany of residents swallowed by the belly of the school's oldest secret. Allison scrambled back up the stairway and replaced the floorboard hastily, heart-hammering. That night, as she lay awake in her small apartment, she stared at the ceiling, haunted by the echo of those whispered names. What was that well? Why was it hidden beneath the gym? And what had happened to the children? Determined to find answers, Allison delved into the town records the next day, scouring archives, news reports, anything mentioning Ridgewood's school history. She uncovered whispers of tragedy dated back over 100 years. Stories of children who vanished from the school before it was even the school, when the building was a reformatory institution. The well, known locally as the Black Mouth, was rumored to be a place where desperate souls fell prey to something malevolent hidden in the depths. Parents had long since stopped questioning the disappearances, resigned to silence or forced to accept grim assumptions. But Allison couldn't ignore the way the school seemed alive with grief, its walls whispering secrets beneath the noise of everyday life. That evening, she returned to the gym alone, armed with a flashlight, a notebook, and a small recorder. The stairway was still there, the iron grate beneath still sealed. This time, she didn't just listen, She spoke into the darkness, calling the names she'd heard. The water rippled in reply, a faint voice whispering back, "Help us." She realized the well wasn't just a trap, it was a prison saturating the school with sorrow and danger. The water held the souls of lost children, trapped in limbo, their voices reaching out to the living for release. Over the following days, Allison shared her discovery with the school superintendent, a man whose face paled, his hands trembling as he admitted the truth. The well had been sealed decades earlier during renovations, but no one dared open it again. The disappearances had stopped afterward, but at a terrible cost. The souls remained trapped, cursed to whisper their names beneath the floorboards for eternity. With the superintendent's reluctant approval, Allison organized a small group, paranormal investigators, historians, and a local priest, to confront the well. They pored over old documents, gathering rituals and rites to free the trapped spirits. On a cold, moonless night, the group descended into the chamber beneath the gym. Candles flickered, incense burned, sacred words chanted as Allison lifted the grate. The water, black and still, seemed to pulse with ancient life. As the ritual intensified, the voices grew louder, a howl of childlike longing and anguish. Shadows twisted in the air, and icy tendrils raced up their spines. The boundary between worlds thinned until, with a shattering crack, the surface of the water erupted, wisps of light spilling upward like released souls fleeing an eternal cage. One by one, shimmering apparitions of children ascended the stairway, their faces etched with hope and recognition. Emily, Jacob, Sarah, Michael, and many others, smiled gratefully at Allison before fading into a gentle glow that lifted toward the stars. When dawn broke, the well was empty, the chamber silent. The school seemed lighter, the weight lifted from its aging bones. Allison never forgot the hollow whispers beneath the gym, now silenced by her courage and compassion. And though the well remained sealed, its secret resting at last, the names once whispered in the dark have found their peace. Like and subscribe for more stories.